Hi everyone, Christina here. Welcome to day 22 of the holiday card series. I know you guys love fast and easy cards, and the last time I mentioned that I did a card in about 20 minutes, you guys loved it, and you loved how easy and simple and duplicatable, if that is a word, it was. So today's card has a really fun, big and bold stamp from Colorado Craft Company. There's some heat embossing, just a little bit of stamping outside of that, and it comes together really quickly. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. The stamp set I'm using today is from Colorado Craft Company, and it is the Nordic Ornament stamp set. This is one of their big and bold stamp sets, so it had a nice big image. I'm going to be using it on a 5x7 card today, and having a big image like this is perfect for a larger card. I have some green cardstock from Concord and Ninth, and I've moved it over in my Misty just a little bit so that the edge of the stamp can bleed off the edge of the cardstock. I prepped the cardstock with an anti-static powder tool and then stamped down with some Versamark ink. I'm going to use my Stampin' Bug blinged glider to really get an even impression of all of this stamped image. And then I'm going to stamp the ornament topper with the little ribbon or string on top. I'm going to stamp that right above using Versamark ink as well. The stamp set does have like a dotted line that you can use for the little like string that your ornament is on, but I'll be adding that on later with a white gel pen. I sprinkled on some alabaster embossing powder from Brutus Monroe and then hid that with my heat tool until everything was smooth and melted. I now have some cranberry cardstock, or actually I think this is poppy cardstock from Concord and Ninth, and I'm stamping the Merry Christmas greeting from the stamp set in Versamark ink at the very bottom edge of the cardstock, putting some white embossing powder on and heat setting that. And I stamped it at the very bottom of the cardstock because I knew I would be cutting it down. So I'm using a Tim Holtz craft knife to trim this down to a very thin strip. And then I'm going to do some ribbon ends. The way I like to do this is one cut right down the middle, and then I cut from the corners to that middle point that I've already cut. And that gives me a really even ribbon shape. So I basically did that on both sides. And then I'm left with some ribbon ends. Works out really, really well. So I'm going to now assemble my card. I've prepped a 5x7 card base made out of some Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock, and I'm using Tombow Extreme adhesive on the back of my green stamped panel. Pressing that down directly onto the card front, and then all I really have to do is add the greeting and add a little details with the white string for my ornament. Putting foam adhesive behind that greeting, I'm going to cut it down so it's a little bit shorter and not too wide to go behind the greeting. And I'll put that in place with my tweezers. So like I said before, I'm going to be adding the string from the ornament using a white gel pen. This is a Jelly Roll pen, and it's the number 10 Bold. This is the one that works really, really well for me. And I'm using a T-square ruler and adding lines, not only from above the ornament, but I'm adding a border, and I'm going to have it kind of intersect with the ornament area, and it's going to just finish off the border. So that's basically the card for today. Super simple and easy, and I love the bold, clean look of this entire card design. So I think you could recreate this card with different color palettes and it would be really, really pretty. I think like a navy cardstock with the ornament on top, or even like not even using that same stamp, but just making like a bunch of little image stamps in a circular shape could be really, really cool. On screen, I've got 3 more videos for you to check out. These are going to be day 22 videos from the 3 previous years of the holiday card series. So you can click through and watch all of those, take a little walk down memory lane. Thanks so much for watching today. I will catch you on Wednesday for day 23.